tout à l'heure.
Et il est encore debout et il continue Deontay Harris à tourmenter cette équipe de Tampa Bay. Cette fois, on ne le reverra pas. Le bouchon de pénalité, mais attention, parce que Deontay Harris ira jusqu'au bout, jusqu'à la terre promise. Malheureusement pour lui, pas sûr que ça tire. En bas de votre écran, Wildcat Formation avec la double remise et Winston qui va allonger, pour aller chercher Trequan Smith complètement seul. See you later, alligator. Malheureusement, ce sera rappelé.
Ça va être rappelé pour un problème de formation.
So what better way to celebrate reaching a Champions League quarter-final than welcoming another patron to the channel, and this time we're saying a huge thank you to our old friend Arman Korsan, who has been a huge supporter of the channel through his tactical insights down in the comment section. He's virtually become assistant coach as a way of saying thank you to Arman for his support. Maybe we should start today's episode by checking in with some of our old Sub-Zero heroes and seeing how Trompsdalen have been getting on. So if we take a look at the side Trompsdalen fielded in their last fixture, we'll see the only player from our time still playing is Herken Skogdal, still only 23 years old. He's valued at a couple of million. He's basically been pottering around the Norwegian Premier Division ever since we've left. He's not set it alight, but he's an established Premier Division player and is wanted by Rosenborg, and they're still producing some pretty good talents at Trompsdalen. This is Jürgen Klokkerengen. Not a player we ever saw, but he's been snapped up by Roma at the age of 18. And as well as some of the players that have gone on to join us at Toulouse, there are some other decent players plying their trade around Europe. Morten Fjellingsdal left Trompsdalen for Rosenborg, but is now at Inter, has played 3 times for Norway, scored a goal, is branded as a wonder kid. He's not the only player from our time in charge of the club that now has full international honours for Norway. Christian Berntsen was a midfielder that we converted into a right back. He's now at Molde and he's played 4 times for the national team as well. Some of our other old favourites are still in the Norwegian Premier Division. Jonas Hartvigsson left for 145k to join Levanger. Spent a season in the Premier Division before getting relegated, but he's back for this season. And some of our other favourites are plying their trade around different clubs in Europe, such as Hugo Emper. It's not a great story for Hugo, I'm afraid. He moved over to Nijmegen in the 2nd tier of Dutch football. Looks like he's struggling to make an impact even at that level. Old Tiny looks like he's never really developed into the player that we hoped that he would become. We will continue to check in on our Sub-Zero heroes for as long as we are playing this save, but I think it's time that we switch our attention back to Toulouse and to our Champions League quarter-final second leg against Ajax. Okay, since the Valencia game, we've played a few league games as well as that first leg against Ajax. We've drawn a couple more games, one of them a thrilling 4-4 encounter with Lille, who were one of the teams chasing us for that last Champions League berth for next season's qualification. Other than that, we've done okay. We got a 3-1 win against Rams. We got a 3-0 win against Le Havre, sandwiching that Ajax result. We've got a French Cup final on the horizon as well, but we've not lost a game now since that PSG result, and that's the only defeat we've suffered since way back in October. So although we've picked up a few too many draws, form is pretty decent. We've got a 2-0 lead going into this game against Ajax. We were very, very good out there in Amsterdam for the first leg. Given the XG that we had, we probably should have won this tie in the first leg, but an early goal for Ajax this evening, and we are back up against it. Hopefully, we can go out there and get the job done, but we are going to be missing somebody who's become one of our key men. And that man is Espen Larsen Pleem, who has pulled some knee ligaments, so he's going to be out for 3 weeks. It means he's going to miss the Ajax tie this evening. He's also going to miss the French Cup final, according to media reports as well. So it's a good job that we have able deputies, because our old mate Maxi Mallet has been doing fairly well recently. He's now got 9 goals in just 7 starts in the league. And he has also scored 8 goals for us in the French Cup. So as long as we're playing this lone striker system, we should be okay to survive without Larsen Pleem. Larsen Pleem, by the way, was scoring for us out there in Amsterdam, playing as a left winger after Baz suspension because of that horror tackle he committed in our last episode against Valencia. It means that we've probably got our strongest side out for this afternoon, even if Larsen Pleem was available. We've been playing this 3-4-3 formation, or this 5-2-3 formation, all the way throughout our European campaign. It's served us well so far. If we can get the job done against Ajax, though, we have scary opponents lined up for a Champions League semi-final. The draw has given us Real Madrid in that semi-final, but we've got to do our bit first. Giving away a 2-goal lead and going out to Ajax would be an absolute heartbreaker. We need to go out there and put on a pretty dominant display. Okay, we're underway. The Stade Municipal is packed. 2-0 up from the first leg. 2 crucial away goals, but we cannot afford to gift Ajax one of those away goals back early. So I just want to try and keep a clean sheet until half-time. We've started the better of the 2 sides by the looks of things. If we could get a goal ourselves in this first half, I might start to feel semi-confident of meeting Real Madrid in the semi-finals. They've already played their second leg. They drew 2-2 with Tottenham in their first leg, but then beat them 2-1 in the second leg. So they're already there. They've booked their semi-final berth. It's just a matter of whether they'll be facing us or whether they will be facing Ajax. We've had 9 shots early on in this game. None of them particularly good chances, I feel. And the game is still on a little bit of a knife edge. I said I wanted a clean sheet until half-time. We've got that, but we do seem to have picked up a little bit of a knock. I think we're going to let Bar play until half-time, but I think we're going to need a little bit of a change over there on the left wing. Larsen Pleem is the player that could comfortably have come in and played that position for us. As it is, we don't have a natural replacement over there on the left. It might mean we need a little bit of a half-time reshuffle before we get back out there and see if we can grab a goal that would allow us to breathe easy and qualify for a semi-final against Real Madrid. Okay, we're back underway for the second 45. The change has been made. Bar has come off. Morten Sturvold is the player we've brought on to replace him. Not a player that can really play out there on the left wing, but a player that's very creative, has got good technical skills, and is a hard worker as well. So hopefully they can do a job and hold up an end for us over there on the left. We're in the 49th minute, and we've got a highlight, and it looks like it's one for us. Carbot blasts a shot against one of their defenders. We're still in possession. Salim Chan is the player that makes us tick. He really is our most important of players, and he's dinked a ball over the top. They've cleared it away, and that was a little bit of a nothing highlight, wasn't it, really? We've had 15 shots, only hit the target with 3 of them. Our mate Maxi Mallet is not playing well up front, and that might be a change that we need to think about. He's lost his header there, Chan's lost his tackle, and a goal for Ajax here, and we really are starting to get nervous. Can Mallet make up for his quiet performance so far? He's gone clean through and he has hacked one wide of the target. He's not even tested the keeper. I think we might need to have a look and see whether there's any attacking changes we can make, because our front 3 players don't really seem to be impacting the game. Okay, we've made a change. We've brought Ben Yedder on for Mallet. Ben Yedder is not quite as quick as Mallet, but he's still a good finisher. Hopefully he could score a goal that would allow us to just rest a little bit and maybe even rest a couple of our players, because we have got a very hectic schedule coming up. We've got 5 games over the next 14 days. And including in that, we've got the French Cup final that we've got to play as well. But Ajax are coming at us. If they score here, this is going to be an uncomfortable last 15 minutes. And we cannot get the ball away. They've got it. Over on the right-hand side, we need to try and win this ball back and launch one of our counters. We're pretty set in our shape. Look at that back 5 strung across the back there. But Ajax have got some good technicians and they're in behind us. They've got around the sides. They've got a header on, but Bruno Nix plucks that one out the air. And I don't think that's the highlight because we're carrying on. Godin's got the ball. We're playing out from the back. We've got it over to Sturvold. And now the highlight's done. But we're back into another one straight away. We've got Ajax coming at us again. This is starting to look like this might be the pattern for the rest of the game. Them attacking and us seeing if we can break on them. Carvot has wriggled through. Looked like he was fouled. He's had an effort rather than square it across the face of the goal, and he slashed one wide. We've now got 10 minutes to go. I think it's time we looked at our last change, maybe even unashamedly threw on a bit of time wasting, because if we can win this tie, we've got something big to finish our time with Toulouse with. Okay, the change we've made for the final 10 is a risky one. We've taken Chan off as we've favoured fitness over quality for the final 10 minutes as we look to try and cling on. Ajax have picked up the ball though, and they're breaking on us again. We had the chance to win it there, but they are through. Kalenga is in. Somebody's got across there and made a crucial block, but this is all looking a little bit nervous. Ajax are coming at us again. Nix gets it clear, but it's coming back at us. We've hacked it clear, but the ball just keeps returning. Ajax are throwing everything at us. We've held firm so far. Until now, we're looking for a linesman's flag there. I think this one could get chalked off. I think the ref's having a look at it. We're looking for those beautiful words of goal disallowed. He looked offside to me. And we've got away with it. I think we're now going to throw on. The full time wasting. The passing's getting shorter. The tempo's coming down. The time wasting's coming on. We're going to be more disciplined. And we're going to play for the set pieces. I'm not going to drop the fullbacks to make a fullback 5. I feel like that could lead to us just sitting too deep. But we've got, 90 seconds plus a bit of stoppage time to try and hold on. We're now into that stoppage time. And we're racing our way through. Even if Ajax score here, I think we should be home and hosed. And this may be nothing more than a full-time highlight anyway. We've hacked it clear. Let's be honest, this has not been a great performance. We were far more impressive when we played over at Amsterdam. Maybe this formation, by the way, does lend itself to playing those European ties away from home. We've dominated the match stats, to be fair. And we should remember, Mallet and Barr both had pretty decent chances to score for us. And I guess we want to keep morale up, even though we're a little bit disappointed with the performance. However, it does mean that we've achieved something pretty unexpected. When we were drawn in a Champions League group with Liverpool and Stuttgart, I thought the Euro Cup might be the height of our ambitions. But we've had a pretty favourable draw. It's allowed us to squeeze through the group, past Valencia, now past Ajax. And we've set up a tie for Toulouse against Real Madrid in a European semi-final. That's not what we expected to happen when we took on the task of FM21 Redemption, but we know that this semi-final cannot end in anything other than spectacular failure. Real Madrid have one of the most expensively assembled squads in world football. Look at the number of players they've got that are all valued above £50 million. This ends in nothing but absolute heartbreak. But let's keep our eye on the bigger picture here. We've achieved a semi-final of the Champions League against European royalty. That, my friends, I think go some way towards securing FM21 Redemption.